Hey guys, Marty here. Welcome back to Snappy Videos. So I just finished watching Pokemon Presents. What did I see and what did I think? Well, I wanted to do a summary of some key points that I saw during this for you guys. Now, I'm not going to go into every single detail. There might be some things I do leave out, but I'm definitely going to talk about some of the more interesting things I saw. If there is something I missed or just skim over, let me know in the comments below and I can make a follow-up video about it. It all started with a rather weird countdown. Nothing wrong with it, I just expected more Pokemon pictures. It just looked like a couple of scribbles really. But that didn't last very long and we were straight into it. First up, they discussed the Pokemon World Championships that are going to be held in Yokohama in Japan. It honestly seemed pretty cool. I mean, we know that they have the TCG, Scarlet and Violet, Pokemon Unite, all that kind of stuff there, as well as Pokemon Go, which is really cool. But they went a few steps further and I was actually pretty amazed by this, and it'd be pretty cool to go and see this. They had all these cool things set up around the city, as well as this ship with a room on it where you could go and play Pokemon and chill out, which was also decorated in the Pokemon fashion. They discussed some of the prizes and a few different themes. Nothing too important to touch in this video though. Pokemon Path to the Peak was announced. This is going to be an online animated series following Ava and her Pokemon partner Oddish, where she joins a Pokemon club where they play the Pokemon TCG and take on other students. It looks like not only is it TCG, it starts to get a bit animated as well, so the Pokemon they're fighting with, you can see them fighting. Honestly, it looks pretty cool, and I can't wait to see it. It's going to be releasing on YouTube, so everyone will be able to access it. And we don't have to wait very long to see the first episode. It's going to be released on August 11th, so only a couple of days away. Now something pretty interesting, Detective Pikachu. We saw an updated trailer. Although it did seem to have a lot of recycled bits from the original trailer we did see. It was pretty cool. They actually explained a lot more about the different characters, some of the different ways the game would play, such as the items you interact with, but also that Pikachu can ride around on Pokemon. For example, he can ride around on Growlithe. Growlithe can sniff out the criminals and find different things. It was really cool actually. They also mentioned that Detective Pikachu is now available for pre-order on the Nintendo Store Online. So that's something. We also saw some new information about another series, Pokemon Horizon the series. I thought this looked cool, but nothing too crazy really to cover in this video. We saw a few things about Pokemon Go as well, mostly covering Pokemon Go Fest, which we know is going on right now. Then we had this super weird scene showing off some shoes. There were a lot of different shoes. Honestly, this thing went for probably 15-20 seconds looking at a pair of shoes, something on sparkles, looking at another pair of shoes, the laces changed colors. It was really weird. But then we saw a Pokemon Shadow go past the window next to the door. And that's right, it's something from the Paldea region. So the Paldea region Pokemon are coming to Pokemon Go very soon, which is really cool to see. There are a heap of other small updates as well, like Pokemon Cafes getting some new Pokemon in there. Pokemon Trading Card Game, the original one from the Game Boy, which we kind of knew was already coming to the Switch, is available now for download on the Switch. And so is Pokemon Stadium 2. I thought they might have done something bigger with Pokemon Stadium 2, but that's also available right now to download on the Switch. So I'm going to be getting on there in the next couple of days to play that. If you want to see that, make sure you subscribe. Pokemon Sleep is getting an event. Now, I'm not too sure how this would work because it's based around sleeping, but it'd be pretty cool to see. And I guess we're going to find out when we actually take part in the Pokemon Sleep event. It's called Good Sleep Day. They mentioned doing it when there's a full moon, so we'll see when that actually happens. Pokemon Paldean Wins, a new online animated series. They're going pretty crazy with them this time. This is going to follow 7 students in the academy. It did look interesting, but nothing too crazy really stood out. And then the moment we were waiting for, Pokemon Origins of Celebi. Nah, I'm kidding. We didn't get that. What we did get though was a heap of stuff on Pokemon Scarlet and Violet and their DLC that's coming up. There was a super amazing trailer of Mew and Mewtwo fighting. This looked really good and actually reminded me of the first Pokemon movie. You know when you have Mew and Mewtwo fighting? Love that movie. Don't love the remake so much, but love the movie. Anyway, they had a bit of a fight. Looked really good. And then we found out that we can actually get a free Mew on Pokemon Scarlet and Violet right now. You can go in there now and you can get it. And Mewtwo's going to be coming to Terra Raids. So we're going to see Mewtwo between the 1st of September and the 17th of September. Obviously, you're going to have to beat him to get him. As for the Mew though, you can get them. And they have several different Terra types they could have. So the one I get is probably going to be different to the one you get, which is going to be pretty cool. Now, they also mentioned that if you take on Mewtwo with your Mew, something special is going to happen. They didn't really say or allude to what it would be. So I'm not sure what's going to happen, but that's going to be pretty cool. And I know I'm going to be trying that out. We saw a heap of stuff about the DLC as well. Now, I'm not going to cover every single little detail. Maybe I'll do a video breaking down that trailer so we can get in the nitty-gritty details. But essentially what we saw is more of an expansion on what we've already seen. there's going to be some mini games. One of them you're going around and you're popping like goblin balloons. Actually, I think they were ogres, but anyway, you're popping these balloons, pop a certain amount, you can get different items to help power up your Pokemon and progress through certain things. So it was pretty cool. I like the idea of bringing some mini games. Not only can you go out and do some cool Pokemon adventures and catch some Pokemon, there's some mini games you can play. So I like that idea. Applins getting an evolved form. Now there are some other Pokemon that are being added, but this is one I wanted to mention. His evolved form looks like a candy apple. His name's Dipplin. Looks pretty cool. Be interesting to catch it. You also get a Roto Stick, essentially a selfie stick for Pokemon trainers. Helps you get more of a wider angle with your photography. I don't know, it looks interesting. As I said, there's a heap of details I have skipped over, but in the second DLC, there's actually going to be a Pokemon League with inside this school there, and there's even going to be an Elite Four at the end of that league. There are a lot of other details in this. As I said, I've just skimmed over this, so if you guys want to see more on that, let me know in the comments below. But these are some of the highlights that I saw in this August 2023 Pokemon Presents. I had a lot of fun watching it. Hope this video helped you guys just recap on some of that, and I'll see you guys in the next amazing video.